Most hectic thing we ever faced is my son's situation. Our life was so perfect, just this in fact. Our life was so perfect. We're seeing the light. He hasn't worked so hard.
Do you wish you guys would come back together, be together again?
I'd do anything to get my family back. I'd do anything to get my family back. Truly speaking, I'd do anything to get my family back. Just as, like, imagine working this hard all these years to build something and then you lose it.
How's it going, man?
I'm clean, good.
I'm so happy to see you, man. You know, for people that don't know who you are, I know there's a couple of people that know who you are. Who are you?
No, I'm Monde, Shange.
Yeah.
Guess a lot of people bangazi indodas khothini. A lot of people bangazi kanjalo ukuthi indodas khothini. Monde Shange, born, raised at Resmedi, and then came this side when I was doing grade 2 or grade 1, I don't remember. Then went back to Resmedi when I was doing grade 8. And then until I finished matric, until I got married and then got this side.
Oh, okay.
But I went to Devon for a couple of years. I went to Devon for a couple of years after Gugumusankosiblack Lisbon 2016. I played Devon until 2018. Then I came back to Resmedi. 2020, that's when I met my wife, and then started being famous.
Yeah.
And we decided we're gonna move the side because in Cybernosis cut, it was most of the things we started as interviews, and it was like, let's go that side, and then we're gonna come back, and then we've been here, and then but currently I'm because of my businesses.
I want us to talk about something. Well, I want us to discuss a couple of things. You know, you are married to Utumi Gugumusankosiblack, who is a Sangoma podcast as well, a good friend of mine, also a client, a DJ, you know, incredible woman. You guys were pregnant, and the reason why I'm saying you guys were pregnant is because of you were also involved, you know, in the process of the pregnancy as well. You guys had a baby, and unfortunately the baby passed away. You know, before you met Utumi, did you have your own kids separate?
Yeah, I did. So I've been wanting umntwana womfana skis. I've been wanting umntwana womfana, and then I met Utumi. A few weeks she was pregnant.
After meeting her?
Yeah, Juliana. And then I think after 4 months, and I was like, Isamalobol. And that was Amalobolo. It was a decision I had to you know us blacks through Moshile your patalin. And then my uncle asked me, so are you willing to go patalin or you love her, you want to keep her? I was like, I want to keep her. And he was like, why don't you just pay Lobolo once? I was like, okay. And then I ran into Aguti. So if from Tata, are you willing to be? Yeah, I'm ready, man. And then that's when process paid the law. And then because boy Noliana, Abashian, I think they were 1 year.
No.
And then 1 year apart. And then the next year, Liana, she was a couple of months and she was pregnant again at one point.
Hold on. Let's take it a little bit back. I want us to talk about you and Utumi. How did you meet her?
Oh, we met on Facebook during lockdown. Like, we had and funny enough, among us, so we had a mutual friend. I remember this one time, I think I posted something about cops shutting me down with COVID, and then she was commenting and stuff with, I should come to Kawashak, I love your effort, and then that's when I was like, okay, she noticed me. Young notice if she can comment, that means we are born now about. And then in lockdown, I remember it was late. It was lockdown with my phone most of the times. It was late, and then I texted her. I said, "Koni pupo engibenal," and I was lying. Don't find attention because I saw she's online. Strategy, and I was like, "Na koni pupo engibenal." And then I inboxed her, and then I told her, Uguti, I had a dream and stuff. And then she replied, likely enough, she replied, and then she asked me about my dream. I think I don't even remember what I said about the dream. And then after we started talking, and then I was like, because I think it was a few days before her birthday, and then I asked for her numbers. I think 2 days before, she gave me her numbers. And then I wished her happy birthday. She didn't reply. Like, it's down the I think she's not interested. And then she replied, and then we started having chats, and she asked me, because I remember what I like about our chats and what I like about where we are currently. It was forever like our dreams, our goals, where we want to be in life. It was about that, Jay. Oh, what are you planning? And what I liked and what attracted me to her, I would tell her my dreams, and she wouldn't like maybe limit me or anything. I would tell her crazy dreams with him, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna reach 1 million before you. Because I'd see some people, if I'm gonna talk about me, which I wanna be a millionaire, I wanna do this and that. I'd see in their face with they don't believe me. Some of them even come now, man, you used to be a crazy dreamer. But now when I see you I'm like, yeah. So I like Uguti. She connected Nami. And the first time she came, because it was during lockdown, she made effort because we couldn't travel, Kumbul. So she took permits for via practice, and then she came to Harris meeting. She came for consult and stuff, but she came because she wanted to see me. I kid you not, first time we met, there's a business guy, so first time she came, this guy, so they were picking up stuff to go run the business and stuff. I was like, this is us. Soon it's going to be us. We're going to be sleeping, and then our kids will be coming to us just to get keys goodbye for my business with. That's our first conversation with where we want to be and stuff. And then I remember she wanted to open, I think it was a
beauty spa.
Nah, it wasn't a beauty spa. The first business I was made there, push back in. I think, it was a traditional store. Traditional store. Traditional store. And said, I've been meaning to open this kind of shop. And I was like, why not? And it's like, I'm limited. I was like, as long as just do it. Don't limit yourself with maybe just because they don't know you that well. Because when I met her, she wasn't that to me. She was still doing music Facebook.
She was a sangoma, right?
She was a sangoma by then, but she wasn't that too more famous.
But Monde, how did you get to a point whereby you're falling in love with the sangoma? I mean, like most guys out there, I know on social media as well, most guys, they actually don't want to. Yeah, they actually fear, dating a sangoma. They could go for anybody, but a sangoma, most guys, they actually, even women as well, if they find a guy who's a sangoma, they'll always try to avoid that. But you were able to fall in love with her.
Yeah, like at first I had doubts, and then obviously I had fear over, how am I gonna be judged and stuff? But I don't like limiting myself or being judgmental when it comes to people. As much as maybe, quick example, I would say, I have a lot of gay friends, and a lot of people think maybe I'm gay or something, but I don't like limiting people or categorizing people just because we're no so. I just treat people as they are. Yeah. So with her, I don't think that affected me, but I was looking at this person as well, and I took it, the sangoma calling as her job or as something in. I didn't limit her as she's a sangoma. And I think I made it cool because I see a lot of guys who are hating on her, and I'm like, nah, man, back then I don't think good bonga chola nesango. Oh. So I think I made it cool. I made our relationship with Jola Nesangoma to be kind of cool. Yeah, so I didn't limit myself when it comes to it. Even though some things, when we first met, they were very shocking. Like, I remember the first time avugwa umoya. I don't know in English ukuthi ngizathini ukuvugwa umoya. When like the person her avela, and then she start talking with the men.
Spiritual encounter.
Yeah.
Ancestral spiritual encounter.
The first time I experienced that, I was asking myself, what's yeah, but I'm used to it now because I know what you're doing. And the first time I saw her at Twasisa, that experience in Japan, now I'm used to everything around.
What did your family say when you were telling them that I'm dating this kind of a person?
I mean, I don't think they had much to say, Gangago, but I know there were talks behind my back, and some of them would come and go, are you sure about what you about to put yourself into? Are you sure you want to do this and stuff? And I was like, nah, but I love him, and I cannot limit myself just because she's a traditional healer and stuff. And yeah, as time went by, they got used to it, man.
How long did it take you to, because you spoke about you having to impregnate her, and how long was it? 4 months?
After 4 months? Yeah, I think after 4 months.
Was it 4 months, 5 months?
Yeah, after 4 months, I think, because when we were paying Lobola, she was already pregnant.
Hey, but you're too quick, bro. Bro, you're too quick, bro. In less than 6 months.
In less than 6 months, I'm fine. Trust me, bro, like, with everything that's happening currently, trust me, at some point I thought it's okay, this is my soulmate. That's how much I'd fallen for that woman, fam. That's how much I was in.
Bro, what was going on in your head, bro? I'm sure you were cleaning up your bank account, buying flowers up and down.
For her.
For her, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine, trust me. Like, I saw a version of me that I didn't know what it's there. Like, I saw me being romantic. I saw me, like, Mvana, like she unleashed the romantic side of me. She unleashed the caring Monde. She unleashed a lot of sides I didn't know what I have them within me. But yeah, even the work ethic, man. Like even now, I know there's situations I faced in life, and I was like, if she was here, I know what maybe she was gonna help me maneuver through this situation. Cause yeah, I remember this one time. When she was still violently. I think it was around June. It was cold, and then she wanted to do a prayer for my followers, and then she told me we have to go to the river around 4 a.m. and stuff. And then a week before, she got threats, like people wanted to kill her, like these guys came up, or the hitmen came up, and then, but when they arrived there, they told her, good ish, conmuntos to me, but I don't know, but there's something blocking us. I don't know if you're that powerful and stuff, but there's something blocking us. And mind you, we're about to enter the gate, and then you see this car coming next to us, and then there's this, our like they have this dark aura. I'm feeling right, and then he comes through the window, and then he tells us, yeah, this is what's happening. Someone sent her, keep it to me, what. And then the day after, we were going to the river. I think a few days after, we were going to the river. And then, so there's a drive-through air lapper next to the river. As we're about to approach the river, and then this car comes. I was like, guys, shy, we're done now. Because in my head, it was like, maybe it's those guys, and then, and it's these white guys. So they had a problem. Why is Dumi coming to the river and praying and stuff? And then, so she was crying and stuff. So luckily enough, I took my phone and I took a video. So these guys had a scrapyard not far from the river lap. So yeah, they started throwing racist comments. They would say, hey, witchcraft and stuff. I mean, we don't believe in that. You should start following Jesus and stuff. And she was crying and stuff. But I think it was lucky because I recorded the whole thing, because after people from her Facebook started attacking these people, even now the scrapyard is closed. Because the people, the followers from her Facebook accounts started attacking these people, and then they started telling them that they're racist and stuff. Then they had to close the business. So yeah, those, and I think the most hectic thing we ever faced is my son's situation. I don't think there's ever gonna be anything that I'm gonna say isiyenze saba trained or isiyenze science, and like my son's situation, like that situation just is, I cannot explain to the next person how demanding it was emotionally, how demanding it was mentally and stuff, because I think you have to be in that situation to understand how demanding it was, even financially, bro. Like, I think you have to be in that situation to understand. Imagine the first day umntwana phuma, and then you get to hear ukuthi unenkinga. First day umntwana phuma, like, you have to spend, I think it was, I don't remember, it was 25 or 30K just for the transport for him. And then you get to hear about this situation. Ongayazi now, even the doctors themselves, they cannot explain ukuthi in leyo nto le. And for me, according to ukuthi mhlambe, I can show to me how hurt I am, because I could see through her eyes how she was breaking, and even now she's breaking. I could see through her eyes how she was breaking. So I couldn't grieve enough for Gugumusankosiblack how hurt I am, because I have to be there for her and for the family. At the end of the day, yimu baba. So whatever happens, I have to be. And I know uzoba grand, because I remember like Monde, the situation is beyond. I was like, nah, man, uzoba grand, I'm done. So that, I think, is the most challenging thing we ever faced, besides everything. Because it's like my son's situation.
You know, Monde, I have never heard a man who has lost a child expressing how he feels. I've never, and I know that there's a lot of men out there who have lost kids. But usually, most of the time, these men, they keep quiet. And most of the time, I feel like we always give, the mother the attention. And yes, we should, right? Give her the support. But my question is that as the leader of the house, having to lose a son, how did you feel, man?
Yeah, probably. Just inflated. Even now, I don't think I've healed or I've accepted the situation. Because I was thinking, I think tomorrow was breaking this other time, and then she called me. I had to rush her to the hospital and stuff. And I was asking myself, when am I going to get a chance to be this vulnerable? Because I know it's hunting me, but I'm avoiding it. I'm like, when am I going to get this chance to be this vulnerable? Like, to express myself, how I truly feel. Because most of the times, what I've noticed is I get to cry, or maybe to express myself. Maybe I'll just talk alone and cry deeply to why God and stuff. I don't know, man, just because the first time, do you remember the first time I came here, and then you asked me, how are you doing? And then there's something in me that didn't want to talk. Because most of the times, when people ask me, how do I feel? I'm like, nah, I'm getting there, I'm coping. Hey, and then after saying that, I know I've already blocked them. They don't continue with the conversation after I said, nah, I'm fine, I'm copying, I'm getting there. And I know they're going to be, you're going to be okay. But I remember that time I had a conversation with you. You wanted to know more, and I was like, I was trying to run away from that topic a lot. But you had me, let's talk. And I was like, that means I haven't dealt with this thing. If I'm not comfortable, if someone talks about this, that means I haven't dealt with it, Gashi. So I don't know, Justin Fitter. I don't know how I should explain this, or how I should tell you how I feel. I feel down inside me, man. I feel like I don't know how to express it, but trust me, I'm going through the most, man. I'm going through the most, man.
Yeah. My apologies, man, for what has happened. you've got all my support. You know, we
thanks,
chat on WhatsApp. That's why I was asking but without even pushing too much, because as much as we're trying to support, we also need to give you guys space.
Yeah.
You know, there's this myth, man, yokuthi indoda ayikhali in Zulu. A man doesn't cry. I feel like that's so easy to say if you're not in a person's situation. Put yourself in a situation, because the time when we were at the funeral and you guys came into the church and I could hear Tumi crying, screaming. She wasn't even crying, she was screaming.
Sure.
You know, and I looked at you and I was like, yeah, he's trying so much to pull himself together. And you spoke about having to, you know, be there for Tumi because she's been vulnerable at that time. And now I can see that you're also, you know, thinking that when am I going to get the chance to also be vulnerable as well as a man, you know. And I feel like, you know, this thing you would see a man in Dodaikali, it's a myth, you know. And it's okay to cry, man. You know, it's okay to, you know, express yourself so that you can heal. It's part of healing. It's okay to talk about it when you're ready. If you're not ready, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's not too soon, if it's too soon, then don't talk about it. If it's the right time, then talk about it. You know, but I think that you gave the son everything, man.
Bro.
I think you gave the son everything, because there was times whereby you guys, the son would come in to chill with you guys. You know, because you guys, it's not like the son maybe passed away and you didn't chill with the son. You actually chilled with the son. You even open a social media account for the son and a TikTok account for the son. People know this person.
And it was planned, that thing of opening the social media account, because after seeing his life, so don't you think if maybe it's a situation where a lot of people would want to hide it because, okay, our son is like this. I was like, maybe someone might be inspired by this, or him might be inspired by his own life, so we can show him, like, look where you started. And then I was like, let's start uploading it like from the progress and stuff. People are going to be connected, and maybe some, because you know the universe, maybe someone somewhere is going through the same thing, but I don't know how to handle it. But let's show good, okay, this is what we're facing. This is how we're dealing with everything, and this is where he started and this is where he is currently. So that's why we opened the social media account. But surprisingly, a lot of people were very connected, good boy. They were very connected, good boy. And then after you announced Uguti, he's no more, I saw a lot of people, and then I'm a comment, so I saw the calls, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe the plan we had for him, it really worked, because a lot of people were connected with him, and a lot of people were wishing Uguta Abera, to a point where because most of the times we'd post no Masega Sekai, it's okay, he's home now, and then with boy, maybe after a couple of weeks, I'm like, I mean, maybe someone somewhere is doing some stuff. Why every time when we post the last part maybe people would see Toguti live or go to his home, but we didn't want to announce go to his home, because like, maybe this one, let's keep it until we see a progress in him. It's okay, now he's fully boy, and then you can post he's been home for this couple of months or but God had his plan for him, Joe. Like, that's the sad part. I understand about my son just as Uguti. I've seen him at his worst, like fighting, but no, he wasn't that sick compared to the situation as Lulil. He wasn't that sick compared to the situation. Like, bro, I've seen a boy, just this. I've seen boy, I've seen a boy go to Pilang machine for like 2 weeks to breathe. I've seen a boy go to Pumak operation. He cannot even voice out to Makalumbon, and the voice is not there. I've seen a boy. I've seen him, but this one, so It's just that I'm handling it well. I think a lot of guys mhlambe blame because I know a lot of guys because blame ukuthi yini lo yenzile kumntana because beka right. But just because I know the situation, ngiyamazi uboy ukuthi unjani. You couldn't uboy beningajabula ukuthi he's home now. Jabule like do everything with his home. He would switch kanje. So I get even the last part yakhe ukuthi how it happened because I know he would switch kanje.
Bro, there's one episode that you had with Utumi and whereby you spoke about you were preparing for a funeral. This is before he passed away. It was there back then in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you are literally the first person that I know who had to prepare for a funeral or not like take it further, but thinking about it when the person is actually alive.
I think it was few months. I think it was 3 months. I think it was the first month or whatever. So this situation is new, Justice. Le muntu law is only few months, ne? And then Bamien's operation. And the premature, I think he was this small. Bamien's operation. And every time you come to the hospital, they're not telling you something progressive. They're only telling you, Guti, we're hoping he's gonna be okay. Because he had a lung problem also because of all operation and they affected his lung. So bengizibeka kahle ukuthi I don't want ukuthi mhlambe because bengafuni ukuthi mhlambe ezinye izinto zenze ukuthi sothi si unprepared. Uyayibona i-situation for I know ukuthi you'd wanna think of into ukuthi yonke into izoba right or whatever, but uma ibona i-situation now you have to uzibeka kahle. So bengizama ukuzibeka kahle ukuthi if this happens, he passes, at least everything he has will be okay. It's organized and stuff. But miraculously so, waphila ngaleso sikhathi. Ngasikhathi sesigethle sije ukuthi okay, boy is okay and stuff. Kwenzeka lokho kuyenzakalayo.
Yeah, but you gave him everything, man.
It's just this, man. Like the sacrifices you made, you know. We stopped counting how much we spend. I think after our Abuye Plum, so as a sentin, it was like, there's no use. Let's count how much you're spending on boy. Like, our life was so perfect, Justice and Fit. Our life was so perfect, we're seeing the light, yes, we've worked so hard. But man, we lost a lot of things, Justice, like. And what I love, which we've never complained about how much we lost, good boy.
Yeah.
But we are hoping go choose our right. And shout out to Dumi, man. Like, I understand Naman you go to Ashes grieving. I saw her working herself like crazy just this. Because remember, and me being this side, I haven't found my space to go to how I'm gonna maneuver and hustling and stuff. Business is arrest me. That's not business. It's not doing that well because I'm not there, but I know Gutumanglapo. But at the same time, I have to be this side because I have to support me. I have to go to Abantoana. Sometimes I get curious, but no boy, but think of something special. I'm this side most of the times. Like I saw to me, asebenza ngenye indlela ukuthi nami ngiyazibuza ukuthi yo ukwabona ubona umfazi asebenza kakhulu usidoubt as a man ukuthi and like, what am I doing here? How am I helping here? I saw him fethu asebenza ngenye indlela ngize ngisho ukuthi yo ukwabona uzufile guilt ukuthi umntwana abantu asebenza and I wish she was doing ukuthi mhlamba kunakudla enjini but for the hospital bills because there was a point where medical aid baby sengasabhadanga we had to take out our savings. We had to ngapha obviously we people siphila ngeni ezinye izinto ngeke ezibhadalwe inini kuzoyenzakalani. And the sad part manje everything bekayenza uMama Liana should do it because she would even tell me ukuthi you know I work this extreme just to see uboy ukuthabe right. So for her, ngimbona put her that effort and that to be taken away from you. Yeah. It was something else, man. That's why I should understand why she's grieving kanje, because ngiyazi ukuthi how much she put ukuthi abone uboya right nani, especially now at the end. I know the effort bekayifaka. Joe.
Yeah, no, kudos to her, man. Kudos to her as a mother, standing up and, you know, doing the most for the kid. As well, to you as well, you know, doing the most, being there,
like, bro,
you know, as a father, because you guys did the most, man.
Yeah, like, justice, we tried, bro. We tried. Like it's Samil, you gave your all. You know, at times I would tell to me to go to Yago because he transport to Unokaira bus if she travels to different provinces for a gig. You know, at times I'll try go to just to see how I can help him. Like, let's try to go to these gigs. Because maybe this one we're gonna save it and then maybe it's a balance up boil upon and as long as you're right. As long as you're right. And then for that you couldn't figure that effort and then bro. And that's why it's just that I'm not good with words at times to express myself. But if only maybe I could get time to express fully how I feel about the situation. You know, it's taking a toll. You know, Guzangize this side now. It was after funeral, like after funeral, like I didn't do something maybe with you. Maybe I'm gonna stay for a couple of weeks just to stay in his tall grief gathering. After funeral boy, I went back to Harrismith Sunday. Saturday, Sunday I went back to Harrismith. Monday I was back to work. I've been working since. And then until like 3 weeks ago. And here's when you go right, and then my fingers start swallowing and then my toes done. And I suppose what's happening now? I'm like, let me go to a doctor. And then the doctor goes with you. Did you change something? You see this, Nakon. Did you change something? Maybe probably something like 9. He's like, are you okay, Nji? Emotional. I'm like, nah, I'm not. It's like, it's causes stress, listen. It's causes stress. In my mind, I'm like, I'm able to HIV because I'm listening to good. And then so I'm sitting thinking, and then I text Mama and yo, bro, I have to tell you the truth. I'm not coping. I just came back from the doctor. So I think I need a break here from everything just to disconnect Gangan. And what I don't like about us blacks, man, our situation is just black people, we don't afford to grieve, man. We don't afford to grieve. We don't afford to feel sorry for ourselves for just seeing him. Because me sitting, I'm going through this. I just need to disconnect from everything. Transport we don't have that privilege. You can just set there's funds lapan to deal now. At the end of the day, you have to go to Melu Span. You have to go to Melu Push. Same time, you cannot afford to go to can fail. If I'm span, my business it's gonna go down. And as blacks, you cannot afford to go to fail. Cannot afford to fail. It's too much for us for a failure. So maybe what I'm trying to say is that's why maybe most of the times you have guys who could ban eng or ban none. There's a lot of situations that's not tilanga just because we always want to push. If maybe it's okay, I'm grieving in a lot kuzoba setback up. And for us logo I'm failing lentally. let me say for mine, like 3 weeks later, my business is not doing well, and it's gonna be seen as failing. I go, another person here, but he's going through a lot, man. Yes, me that's why I can say so. He's going through a lot. Just give him space for a month, maybe he'll bounce back in him. Never, I say a failed business. That's why even normal self-spanning. If maybe we were not self-employed, do you think a spanning have to show them 2 months? Good, go home, find yourself, attend in. That's why we don't afford that as black, and it's one of the things as it's affect is into Z. Because since I'm locking this in, what effect is it gonna have as time goes? Give me. It's only mazangane. At the same time, I'm like, let me push more. Maybe once I see what I'm settled, I can start dealing with. But I suppose in a long run, how many Zingakis in terms of years and not being aware because it's affected by that pain in a deal now. So it's that, Jimmy. It's that. Isn't those buyers in general.
You went through, man. You guys okay now?
Yeah, we're good, man. Compared to previous months or previous weeks in Jimmy. Yeah, we're good, man. Like, can they call without to go? Before Besnakoni, man, I think there was a lot happening between us.
Yeah. Why are you guys divorcing? Because you guys were one of the best couples in South Africa. Looking, all pretty with the nice pictures. You guys had the most beautiful pictures, guys. When I saw on social media that you guys I actually thought it's a myth,
Thought it's a public stuff.
Yeah, but what's happening, dude?
I don't know, bro. Like, a lot of things among us back at justice. Maybe I think we didn't get time to deal with ourselves more, or maybe to understand Tina Gakulu.
Okay.
Especially when big situation ya boy and the hustle ngapha in. We're more focused. This is how I define. We're more focused on what we want to achieve more, and we're more focused on pushing in the bazaar boy instead of understanding each other. At times when I'm heard to Guti, I don't like this, maybe go so or decent pataga or because most of the things she complains about it was a situation where I was hurting her boy, but I couldn't express myself. Maybe me being out most of the times. Because most of the times, trust me, even Nalo character of me being out as cats, I don't know who Monde Begago Plapa, but I know Menuguti being totally comfort at times when I'm around people and I'm drinking and then it's like, because I couldn't express. It's that situation, but manje singa khona noma ngekho right ukuthi ngicela ukuphuma kancane ngifuna ukuhlala nabantu or ngihlalele ngiwani singakhona because I'm saying understand this into more better.
Yeah.
But I think that, man, even in a situation about, because I remember this one time with Dr. Akasa advised me, guys, you need to go see a professional because this thing is going to affect you. You might think you're handling well, but it's going to affect you as a couple. Because we're not going to listen to it, but it's in some time, and then ubona ngathi uTumu wenza wrong or uTumu ubona ngathi uMondo wenza wrong and then it fights, but you know I'm a fight on a couple. It might be fight manje and then argument manje, but seyibambekile siningi seyabuya during a conversation. Yeah, finally a situation ya boy wena bocanga uri uyabo lezo izinto lezo ezincane man, izinto lezo ezincane. And the other thing I think wow. We started defining ourselves through what the society says about us. You see those things, mhlawumbe ukuthi uyabhala social media or and then comment maybe issue something young. Don't take those things light. They do it because ngabhala something maybe. And then someone ukhuluma ngotumi negative or ukhuluma something with nalo mfazi wakho so and then you just read it in and then sending argument is nini and then you hoy that thing. I need it's here.
Yeah.
You hoy that thing. And my hoya, that person who my bala, I balanga in a nice way, obvious. When you hoy it yam affects and that's why at times it's hard to be a couple and then be public. Because most of the times you don't get to go to, and it's okay because maybe based on this next time if maybe background we know how to handle this. You don't get. I think Timba once mentioned it. One of his videos. I think I mentioned in an interview. I was like, this is a perfect example of Timba into a show. You don't get at times this defining is Monde no two. You get to be defined by society. Let me say mhlambe hayi umuntu useless akayenzi next utumi huyo ohlala enzani sharp. We having an argument mhlambe noTumi. It was like, even the society babona man, I'm pushing langiwa. I'm like, push one group, don't yabo. Sicala izinto lezi lama social media comments now so for me nalezo zinto nje bengizibona beziba ne-impact ngazo. Beziba ne-impact kakhulu.
Do you feel like sometimes if maybe you had another way of doing things, do you feel like if you had a choice to go the route of choosing a life without fame, just being a normal couple, going to work and coming back, would that work?
It would a lot, mfane. It would a lot. But at the same time now, if my benefits are corner, okay. But at times it's so draining, hey. It's so draining because and corner against is into I suppose not that famous. Yes, but not that famous. I suppose like the famous people with how they deal with other things. I wish I can sit with a couple of Gucci Dalakon. I think I once had a chat Pratibos Low KFM. Yeah, he made some valid point now advising me about I wish I could sit in a couple of good day spotlight Gangago. And for Tina Footway, we're still young. We're still young now, man. We just understand this and this. But man, sometimes when I think if maybe we did isn't a little different by maybe which is like big out there Gangago. Especially when it comes to isn't which you big public that much. Maybe Ngabezing isn't still as a bed as a couple. Yeah. Then Ngabe still as a better.
Do you wish you guys would come back together? Be together again?
Like I'd do anything for to get my family back. I'd do anything to get my family back. Truly speaking, I'd do anything to get my family back. Just as, like, imagine working this hard all these years to build something and then you lose it.
Do you think she's also wanting to do the same thing?
I don't know, but the last time I watched your interview now, I was like, okay, maybe it's the pride in ego. But after I saw her talking about how she lost her marriage and then the expression on herself, I was like, okay, maybe we Silapo Suchi. It's just that maybe for now we're still facing his interest by. But I'll do anything to get my family back. Trust me, just this.
I think you guys love each other.
You think, bro?
Yeah, I think you guys love each other. I think you guys can make it work. But the problem is that you mustn't listen to the fame that's going, on social media, the comments and stuff like that. I think you guys can sit down and make rounds and say, look, we're just going to listen to ourselves. The both of us, we're just going to make rounds. We're just going to do this and this. Because let me tell you something. The people that are commenting on social media, they are not there when your kid was in hospital. They are not there. You guys were there. You guys slept with the kid. And same applies to now as well. When you are not having anything, the people on social media are not there. Do you get what I mean? Same applies to her as well. There are those who are going to be there when you're sick on the bed. Imagine you are the person that, you came to her and then you took her to the hospital when she was not feeling okay. You are there with or without fame. Why? Because you've been there before fame. You were Monde before fame.
Yeah, bro.
She's also Dumi, also before fame. So I think social media can literally destroy people's lives. It's up to you how you take it without listening to the noise out there. So I think you guys still love each other. I think you guys still have a chance of making it work. Because if you are saying that you would do anything to save your marriage, you would do anything to put your family together in one room. Because come to face it, Monde, you don't want to have kids with multiple women.
Bro, that's
you already have kids with another woman. Like, enough is enough.
It's enough,
you know, like, you can't be out here, you're having kids with like 5 women. No.
And you everywhere, in fact, actually now.
Nobody gets into a relationship without having a goal of making it work. You know, I don't think you were trying to, you know, hurt her or, you know, fight. You know, you are just trying to make it work and grow your family as a king, because you're a king, bro. You understand? And she's a queen. So I'm so sorry about what happened with you guys losing the kid.
Thank you, Jasmine.
I don't know. I one day, I am sure everything will be fine. And I hope that you will find healing. And I know you will.
Yeah, thanks, Justin.
Thank you so much, bro, for coming through.
I had to, Justice. I had to for you, my brother. I had to for you, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks for everything.
I appreciate it a lot.
I will just.
Sure.
I will.